This game uses an autosave feature. Please do not turn off your system while the autosave icon is displayed on screen. Lightheadedness, disorientation, and twitching. Man, now I wish I was streaming because I'd have all those symptoms. Anyway. Square Enix and Airtight Games have come together to make this. We're playing Quantum Conundrum today, and if you've been having a bad day so far, then go right ahead and watch the rest of this video. Have some John Delancey in your life. What? That makes no sense to you? Don't worry, it will. Alright. I've got to continue here. I'm not going to use it. Let's go ahead and just get started with a new game. Loading dimensions. Is gravity reversed in that dimension, or is everything just upside down?
Once upon a time. That's how these things usually start, yes? A sister took pity on her brilliant, prolific, and incredible brother. She had somehow gotten it in her head that he might be lonely, or at least that's what she claims. And so, on a perfectly fine, productive Friday afternoon, the sister picked up her son from the Elwood Academy for Boys and dropped the aggravating child off on the brother's doorstep. Now the boy, had visited Quadrangle Manor on a few occasions. Each time was complete with a grand entrance from the brother, who was in fact a professor and inventor with a profound and soaring intellect.
I love, first of all, the big
With each visit, the inventions he exhibited became more slick and cutting edge.
Slick. Also, bear gets stabbed.
The boy eagerly awaited the revealing of the professor's latest contrivance, but this, the most captivating of visits, started a bit different.
Alright, so he's not there. There's also nothing for him to destroy. That may be why he didn't make an entrance. Just a thought. Doesn't seem to be other people in alternate dimensions, which is good because they would most certainly be evil. No, I know the robots would be.
Let's see here. If I configure the transdimensional velocity regulator at approximately 0.887 microseconds past the... Oh, you're here?
Yes,
I
I
have
am.
the most incredible invention to show you this visit. Unfortunately, I'm a bit indisposed at the moment.
Alright, so a thing to keep in mind, you are a very short kid. You don't even come up to, like, more than half the height on these doors. So, yeah. I'm going to check the options just before I get started. Audio settings. Like having music volume low. I want to have dialogue volume up as high as I can, though, because he is so funny. Let's see. Alright, that's where I'm going to put my brightness. Field of view 100. I think that's good. Much better in my opinion. That looks too distorted. Hang on, I'm messing around with settings. This is important. 85 is the lowest it'll go. Oh, so it's not the... Okay. Never mind. Let me go back to where I was. So if that's the case, I need to use a higher field of view because I like being able to see as much as I can. This means I will miss important stuff a little more easily, but at the same time...
If you take your luggage into the foyer, I will join you as soon as I can.
Oh, sorry about that. Walk through the door.
You
Brandon.
confounded machine.
I'm not breaking anything. Whoa.
What was that?
I'm not breaking things. Nope, not at all. I'm not knocking things over at all.
Oh, good. There should be a safety release for the door up there somewhere. Now, where on earth did I put that?
Mother of the Irish, come here. I am in need of your assistance.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten. You're not particularly tall. You should be able to use your luggage to give you an extra boost.
You know, I was kind of trying to use it. I just didn't throw it far enough because my reach is kind of terrible. Jump, throw.
Oh, no, 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 no! Ah!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a second. Wait a second. Did I glitch that? Oh, hang on.
Wait, what just happened? I'm not entirely sure where I am right now. The security uplink on my watch still seems to work, so I can see you and... Hello?
Hang on a second. I'm gonna have to do something here to fix the lag. There. Because that
You hear me, right?
lag shouldn't
Jump
be...
around a bit if you can.
Okay.
Ah! It seems as if I can still tap into the intercom system. Well, I most certainly can do better than this. Testing, 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 testing!
There. Ha! Much better. Now, what in the world are you doing here? Were you supposed to be here today? No matter. Well, judging from the current underwhelming amount of light in this room, we're still on backup power. My head is killing me. It seems as though I now possess a rather large epidural hematoma. Bump on the head. Do me and yourself a favor and head to the front hall. There's a way to restart the power grid.
Alright. Where did my luggage go, dude? Uncle, where's my luggage? Like, you popped it out of existence. Like a companion cube. You popped it out of existence.
Last I remember, I was in the new technology sector, and then... I don't know. I do think the failsafe was tripped accidentally. Unfortunately, the front door will remain in lockdown until you can restore the power.
Okay, well, our goal apparently is to get out of this godforsaken house. Also... Whoa! Game froze for a second there trying to open that door. I just want to point out, if I can get this to land. Where'd it go? Oh, so that won't break any farther. There is no light bulb in that. I have no idea how that's working. Alright, so...
If you head over to my office over on the left, you should be able to restart the manor's power grid.
This button, right? Nope.
Throw that switch there. It should be the one. Well, that wasn't as effective as I'd hoped. You'll have to reactivate the generators in each sector in order to lift the current lockdown. Just, take the glove in the box with you.
Why
I
do
wish you could see my facial expression right now, as I am not pleased.
Why do you not have this on yourself?
What you are holding is an early prototype of the interdimensional ship device, or IDS device for short. It's one piece of my latest invention that should come in handy. Get it? You know, because it's a glove. If you can access the
witty.
generator at the back of each wing,
you witty
we might be
bastard.
able to lift the lockdown on the rest of the house. It seems as if the breaker did unlock the blue wing. Well, I suppose you should start there first.
Alright, so we have a blue orb, a red orb circling around a green orb, and a yellow orb. I have a feeling those are the different wings. This looks more like a red wing. And no, I don't mean the blackbird. I need to stop trying. Okay, bring some books.
There's something I must tell you. My latest invention has required me to make a few adjustments to the house since the last time you barged in. I mean, visited.
Clearly you don't like us. Also, I'll guarantee that the Enoch Tales wind up having more books than this. Just saying. Boing. Door open. I don't have time for this. I need to get at this.
Now, one of the topics that our
Ridiculous
family
house.
has been studying for several generations are rifts, existing between various dimensions. I've been able to develop a power source that will channel enough energy into one of these dimensional rifts that it can be widened enough to travel through.
Really? Well, here's the Hall of Inventions, as we've seen them already. The jetpack apparently is broken. Keeps misfiring. I'm gonna make sure I have one of those and hit something with it. There's the ice gun. Alright, I'm gonna take you with me. I want to throw this.
The
at something
glove
important.
controls the power source, which allows you to travel to whichever dimension has rifts in the area.
Okay, that's cool.
There's a painting of the glove you're wearing on the wall. Notice how it is nice and clean and not completely destroyed by an unqualified 10-year-old. Or are you 12? I can never remember.
I'm 20.
Let's make
Thanks,
sure
man.
that life imitates art.
Oh!
You won't have control over the ability to switch dimensions yet. Just be patient.
Okay. Oh, I can't take that. Dang it. Take my rage out on this thing. What's that? Oh, that's... okay. I know what that is. Never mind.
This door is using one of my inventions, the repetitive, periodic, articulating Gruidae. Or a drinking bird. Except it's far more advanced.
I have the bird. Nope. Oh, I missed the door.
Well, because your glove is an early prototype, it has a few limitations in terms of dimension accessibility and the distance it can be from a receptacle in order to function.
I see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw. But this glove's a prototype, and I was about to say, I have no idea why he doesn't have the glove on him. Actually, what probably is going on is he has a more advanced version, and we just have, like, his old prototype that he stored away because he didn't need it
This
anymore.
is such an early experiment with dimensional shifting, so I decided to have it triggered remotely with the drinking bird. Instead of operating a door, the bird will trigger a
Here we go.
dimensional shift. There's an IDS battery in the machine that will power the dimensions, which in this case is Fluffy Dimension. In addition to Fluffy being embarrassingly adorable, it's also rather useful because everything is 10 times lighter than normal.
So now, I can throw the safes around. On the flip side, you can also knock them around easy in Fluffy Dimension.
Though that looks like a regular scale, it is in fact a portable kinetic mass to electricity converter.
I want information on this painting because it's a pretty painting. Okay, that's funny. I am messing with your game. I believe this was made by a lot of the same minds behind the Portal
There's that
series.
lovely bird again. Sometimes I call him Desmond.
Desmond the bird.
Something to note. Since you're holding a version of the IDS device, you, in fact, are not the you in an alternate dimension. Let me try that again. You remain constant, so no matter the dimension, your mass, shape, speed, and trying personality remain the same.
Well, don't worry, you're just as trying. And you're Q.
You should throw that IDS battery into the receptacle mounted on the wall.
Okay. Can I throw it from here?
That receptacle will distribute the power source around the room, allowing you to now use your IDS device to switch dimensions at your leisure.
I am a fan of this message. I approve of this message. Oh. I dropped you. That is not okay. I did a bad. I'm gonna hide this in the corner. For no other reason than I want to. I'm gonna do this. Sometimes I don't have a reason for doing things other than it's just funny. Rule of funny is a big deal with me, if you haven't noticed. I have no idea why that's somewhat working and somewhat not. That's really funny how glitchy that was.
As I mentioned, dimensional rifts in the manor are magnified by the stabilizing energy from the IDS receptacle and batteries.
I see.
This is what enables you to slip between dimensions when you're wearing the IDS glove.
Oh, that's just a suit of armor. Can I throw these books up there? I cannot. No, you cannot. Oh! Almost had it. Yeah. Trying to flip these over quite right. Mother of the Irish. Okay, I'm not even going to try anymore. I spent too much time doing that. Turn it on. I like how that was the same type of lever that was used to try and turn the generator back on. It's not how that works. Hucking stuff.
Ah, that's Dolly. Dynamic Object Linear Ligation Interface. To you, a cloning device. I like my house just so. So I decided to add functionality to her to keep everything consistent.
That's not a bad idea. What the?
I'll need to tune that later.
Son of a glitch. Okay. Oh, come on. That went right over it. See, what's really great is you don't have to actually put something in, you just have to drag and drop. It actually will be automatically put in, so it's really nice. Open.
These are my own particular hybrid beams of carbon dioxide and neodymium doped yttrium aluminum garnet lasers using an alternating ray configuration. Gives them an extra kick.
I think what I'm supposed to do here. I see. I can puzzle.
Unfortunately, the breaking of this glass is a necessary evil. Don't take that as permission to do it elsewhere.
Alright, it's a necessary evil, which is why we're not going to do it. This is going to be the first thing that slips up most people who don't know what they're doing. Here we go. Ta-da! You need that glass to actually progress, but at the same time, you also need to not have the glass so you can... What was that? I know what that was. Shh. Alright. Theoretically, we would need that to come over here. We don't. Ooh, hang on. Aww, I want to use the grandfather clock to open to open the door. Alright, now the way this works...
that creature there is an interdimensional kinetic entity, or Ike.
Dang it, I was trying to hit Ike! I'm an evil person for trying to hit Ike, but... You actually do get an achievement if you hit Ike. Oh, I almost had it. Had I moved a little more to one side, I'd have actually had that. Never mind. I was actually going to try and grab the cube between the door.
Stop for a minute and take a look at the painting. The machine I referred to as Dolly started out as a simple metal forge that had been in the family since medieval times.
Oh, that's right.
The original quadrangle suit of armor was actually constructed in this very forge.
That's what these are. Gotcha. I'm gonna leave the books.
My great-grandfather modified the old forge so that if it had enough raw resources, it could craft steel objects autonomously. This predecessor to Dolly supplied all the materials needed to build the Underground Railroad.
Oh, whoa.
This machine single-handedly won the Civil War. Not really.
Let's see here. Flip it down.
I made my own modifications to my great-grandfather's designs. The current Dolly specifications do not require any raw materials. For example, Dolly converts energy from the radioactive science juice directly into matter. I never did sort out why she makes so many copies of things. Oh well, you can never have too many safes, or chairs, or coffee tables.
What about books? That's a stupid question. But you're not using them, you're just binding them together. Binding of books. Hey! He stole my books.
In case you're wondering, you turned on the fan. Please say that you don't need me to explain that to you.
I don't do timing. Got it. Ta-da! I don't know how I did that.
Ah, that's where that got to. That is a botched experiment of mine called the awkward noise generator. There's got to be more around here somewhere.
I meant to throw that. Hang on. Oh, I did it wrong.
Standard issue conveyor belts. So much easier than carrying things yourself.
Lazy so-and-so. I'm missing. I'm evil for trying to do this. Oh, does it not count? Do I have to do it specifically? Oh, Ike. You crazy guy. Let me try this then.
That's a portrait of my father, Papa Wilfred Zapp Quadrangle. He was part of a top-secret NASA mission to capture Sputnik and replace it with a basketball. The Soviets never noticed, probably because the basketball got better reception.
Ooh. So, some of these paintings make very notable changes in different dimensions. Also, the fire turns blue, apparently. But that's funny. He leaves the thing. Also, I like how the fire changes color, but not the death lasers. They're the same color in every dimension. That was not what I meant to do. Alright. What the photon?